So Johnny, been named as captain for England Academy ahead of the test with France. How does that feel?
It's one of them sort of surreal experiences. You know, you start your career as an amateur at a club, playing with your mates, playing for fun, and then sort of it becomes that next step up at a professional level, and to get like the rewards for all the hard work, it's a surreal experience.
You mentioned community level. Why don't you talk us through your career? What's your community club? Where do you play now?
So I played my amateur at Blackbrook in St Helens. Fantastic family setting, great set of lads. Coaches were fantastic, always supportive and stuff like that. So it's one of the best clubs, especially around St Helens, for the talent they've produced. You know, they've brought James Rugby and James Graham, who've obviously always come through the England camp as well. So it's an honour to sort of follow on in that list, and even though I'm at the beginning, hopefully to follow in their footsteps.
And how's this week been? Talk us through this week.
Yeah, it's been fantastic again. I think the biggest word I can repeat is surreal. You do the Origin camps. I've done them for 2 years now, and you start to feel like a professional. You start to feel like an individual, but the level of treatment, being weighted on hand and foot basically, and sort of that, you sort of feel like you don't deserve it. You sort of feel like you're being over-treated. So to feel as a professional and to feel like a young professional in the scenario that we're in, for example, is again surreal. I think that's the biggest word that keeps coming to mind. And
you've probably been in camp with some of the Lancashire lads for Academy Origin. What's it been like all coming together in England camp? Obviously different clubs, different people. Yeah,
I think one of the biggest things that we said after the first session was you can't tell who plays for who. So apart from a couple of accent changes and sort of generic like spread out after meal times and stuff, you can't tell who plays for who. So you couldn't tell who played for Hull or who played for Wigan or who played for Saints, which has been the biggest part about us. I think we've gelled really, really well as a team, and quite frankly, it's a good set of lads and it is a good solid team that should definitely get a result.
What can we expect from this England team, do you think?
I think just energy, just that fight to work for each other and to sort of not stop until that final whistle. I think we all accept that this is the biggest opportunity that I know the older age academy lads will get until possibly the next World Cup or England night. So I think the biggest thing you can expect is energy, it's enthusiasm and that drive to win.
And what are you expecting from the French?
Big bodies, a lot of physicality, sort of, they're playing on a home ground with sort of home setting and stuff like that. So it's sort of the unknown, obviously with it being a first international since 2019, but definitely expect a physical game, but we're definitely up for it.
And you touched on World Cups and things like that. Is that in your mind for 5, 6, 7 years down the line? Definitely in my mind for the future, but I think right now everything is zoned in on this game and it is taking each step as it comes. You've obviously always got that future plan, but I think the best approach I've taken in my career so far is to take each game as it comes and focus on getting the best result and then moving on to the next job. And we've just had the ship presentation. Obviously, England men's head coach Jon Vaughan presented you with that. Must be a special moment for you. Yeah, definitely. It was. He sat down and gave a really emotional sort of. He almost told us off a little bit and sort of grounded us, which is I think was a great thing to hear because, ultimately that we all want to play for him, and some of us may get the chance, some of us may not, and for him to be so honest and sort of talk about the professionals the way he did, it made you realise that we are sort of aiming to become that level and that it is applicable and it is accessible for us, which is always great to hear. It's a good confidence boost.